Dear students, last year we studied about the non-chordates or invertebrates, and this year you have to study about the chordates. So the basic difference in chordates and non-chordates are the presence and absence of the vertebral column. Now in the non-chordates, why non-chordates are called? Because of absence of the notochord. But in chordates, the notochord is present. So this is the basic difference between the chordates and non-chordates. Now here, in this year, first we have to start the discussion or the study about the chordates. Now on this earth, after the evolution of non-chordates, the chordates are evolved. Now, how they evolved during the course of evolution, one structure is appeared in the animal group that is called as notochord. This notochord in the course of development is get converted into the vertebral column and the animal group is different, that is called as chordate. But first of all, the chordates which are evolved on this earth, these chordates are called as Protochordata. Protochordata means the basic chordate. So here in the general characters of Protochordata, you find these are the lower primitive chordates and they comprise three major subdivisions of the subphyla, that is the Hemichordata, Urochordata and Cephalochordata. And this is why these three groups are there, because of the presence of the notochord in the development of the animal. The subphylum first, that is the Urochordata. Now, the Urochordata, they are exclusively marine, cosmopolitan, and found in all seas and at all depths. Then they mostly sedentary, pelagic or free swimming. Then solitary, aggregated in groups or colonial. Size, shape, and the color is variable. Adult body degenerate, sac-like unsegmented, without paired appendages and usually without tail. Body covered by a protective tunic, taste composed largely of tunicate, similar to cellulose, hence the name tunicate. The terminal branchial aperture and the dorsal atrial aperture usually present. Coelom absent. Instead of an ectoderm line atrial cavity present, which opens to the outside through the aperture. And the most important, that is a notochord present only in larval tail, hence the name is Urochordata. So this tail is having this notochord and that's why this name is Urochordata. And here in this group, the alimentary canal is complete. Pharynx, branchial sac is large with endostyle and two several pairs of gill slits. Then the respiration through the taste or gill slits. Blood vascular system is open type and excretion by the neural gland, pyloric gland and neuronephrocytes. Then dorsal tubular nerve cord only in larval stage, reduced to a single dorsal ganglion in adult, and mostly hermaphrodite and fertilization cross and external. The hermaphrodite means the male and female reproductive organs are present in the same animal. Then the next characteristics of this same group, that is the development is indirect, including free swimming, tailed larva with basic chordate characters, and metamorphosis is retrogressive. So later on we will discuss in the Herdmania what is the retrogressive metamorphosis. And asexual reproduction by budding is common. Now here, this subphyla is having the class 1 Acidiacea, then class 2 Thalassia, and class 3 is no, only two classes are there. And then it comes the subphylum Cephalochordata. So first of all, we see here Urochordata, and second one is Cephalochordata. Here the Cephalochordata is they are marine, widely distributed in shallow waters, mostly sedentary, buried with only anterior body end, protecting above the bottom sand. Then body small, slender, fish-like, metameric and transparent. Head lacking, body has trunk and tail. Paired appendages, lacking median fins present. Exoskeleton absent, epidermis single-layered. Muscle dorsolateral, segmented into myotomes. Cilium introcellus, reduced in the pharyngeal region by the development of atrial cavity. Notochord rod-like, persistent, extending from rostrum to tail, hence the name Cephalochordata. See the basic. Earlier in the Urochordata, the notochord is present in the tail region, and in this group, it is extend from rostrum to tail, means from anterior side to posterior side. Hence, this group is having the name Cephalochordata. Again, the digestive system is complete. Pharynx, perforated numerous persistent gill slits are there, opening into atrium and filter feeders. Respiration through general body surface, and no special organs of respiration is present. Circulatory system well developed, closed, without heart and respiratory pigment. Then hepatic portal system is developed. Then excretion by protonephridia with solenocytes. So later on we will see the details of these characters. Then nerve cord, dorsal, tubular, without ganglia, and brain, dorsal and ventral roots separate. Here the sexes are separate. Gonads numerous and metamerically repeated. Gonoducts lacking, no asexual reproduction. Then fertilization is external in the seawater. Development is indirect, including free-swimming larvae. The Cephalochordata comprise about 30 species, mostly of the genus Branchiostoma, and all put in the class Leptocardia. Now here, the development is indirect means the first of all, they don't have the organs internally for the development of young ones. So in this case, these sperms and ova get outside the body, they externally fertilization, and first of all, they develop into a small creature-like structure that is called as larva. And then larva get metamorphosis and develop into a big structure or the adult structure. Now, the similarity in both the groups is that all these animals are present in the seawater. That's why they are called as exclusively marine. Now, when you see the animals of this group, you will see on the screen one animal I have focused here. This animal is called as herdmania. So later on, we have to see the detailed structure of this animal. But when you observe, this is animal, but it is not looking like an animal. But when we studied the physiology and their functions, this is the animal. So that's why they are called as protochordates, means the basic chordate. So when we go further in the development, the hemichordata, cephalochordata, then comes the amphioxus, then fishes, then birds, animals, mammals are there. So in the higher chordates, you can see the locomotory organs, then the development of sense organs, and all these things are there. But here in these protochordates, you can't see these structures. Only they have physiological functions like animal, but they are sedentary. They are on the fur attached to the substratum. They are non-movable. Some are movable, but some are non-movable. So the animal you can see on the screen is a non-movable animal. So it is called as sedentary animal. But when the development is there, the larval stage is movable, and then larva get metamorphosis and they again settle on the substratum and become an adult one. So in this way, these are the general characters of the two groups, that is the herd cephalochordata and urochordata. So next time we will start the detailed study of this animal called as herd mania, and by studying this animal you can see how these protochordates are evolved on this earth. Okay, thank you.